All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. We got a really short but exciting agenda, things to talk about. But before we start, I want to recognize a couple people that are extremely important. So many big things happened this summer, right? We had a guy last year that was WAC Player of the Year who helped us win our first game in the NCAA tournament. In fact, he was the leader. He went to the NBA draft, changed his mind, went into the portal, was recruited by every Power 4 school in the country. Every Power 4 school in the country recruited this guy, and he said, we hoop at a place I'm going. We hoop at GCU. Please give an applause to Tyon Grant Foster. He's back, and after 2 games, he is going to be ready to go and have the biggest season any player's had in the NCAA. No pressure. We can't wait to see you on the floor, Tyon. The number 2, soon to be top-ranked talk show radio program in the state is run by a guy named Dan Bickley, who has done so much in the Valley in sports for probably 20 years now, and he wants to be part of this, and he's agreed to be our color commentator for all of our basketball games this year. Please recognize Dan Bickley. And the guy who has put together the best basketball coaching staff in America has to leave soon. But we have him here for a couple minutes, so please welcome Coach Drew to the podium.
We are so excited. So first, Gloria, President, Mr. Colangelo, Jamie, all of GCU Nation, what an unbelievable day that we get to celebrate going to the Mountain West. So let's give all of these people a hand for what they've done, getting us in the Mountain West Conference. This is such an exciting time. I came here a few years ago in Emerson with the president and Mr. Colangelo, and we were going through, the conference and where we were and the vision. And to get to the Mountain West this fast, and for what we've done, getting players like Tyon Grant Foster here is a compliment to all of you. You guys are a huge piece of us and what we do, and we're in this together. And so I'm not just going to Mountain West. Tyon's not just going to go if he was eligible. This is all of us. Every Lope graduate, every Lope student, everyone in Lope Nation, we are doing this together. It's because of you that we have this awesome opportunity. I see Final Four teams. I see a national championship team. We see so much history and legacy and at-large bids in this new conference that we're about to go to. So we have a lot of basketball to play up until then, but the anticipation is great. As a basketball program, we are really excited. And Gloria, thank you for this opportunity. We can't wait to get there and represent you and hopefully do great things for the Mountain West. God bless. Let's go Lopes tonight.
So, 16 years ago when we came, we had plans. We could have never guessed that things were going to turn out like this for us. When the university was 900 students on our campus, we were $20 million in debt. The buildings had been built shortly after World War II, but we had a plan, and the plan worked out far better than we could have ever hoped for. We are now the largest private university in the country, and will soon be the largest university in the country, and who could have guessed that? We've been extremely blessed. But I want to say that because what I'm about to say is a little bit outrageous, which is we want to have the best basketball program in the country here at Grand Canyon University. Now, that's a big statement. I know that. But if you look at where we've come and you look at the potential of what exists, there are 3 things I think are really important. And I couldn't make that statement without these 3 things. Number 1, we are now the largest private university in the country, teaching 120,000 students all over the country. And whereas most universities are going like this, we're going like this. Things are going unbelievably well for us. And that's going to give us the momentum we need to put behind our athletic program and our basketball program. So that's number 1. Number 2, the city of Phoenix and the state of Arizona is going to blow up economically in the next 10 years. The companies that are moving here from California and other places in the country, it's just not stopping. High-tech companies bringing really good paying jobs. The opportunities for us and for our students and for our graduates, and to get people behind our athletic program. I have a goal for tonight with all the people that are listening. Cale, are you in here? Cale, raise your hand, please. If you haven't met him, I can't see. All right, back there. If you know a company or you know an individual who has resources and wants to get behind what's going to become the #1 basketball program in the country, please give it to Cale tonight. We want 10 new names between companies and individuals. We want 10 new names to add to our list. That's what it's going to take to get this thing done. But we're in a city, in a state where that can happen. The third thing, though, is the most important thing. This is the most important thing. There is no university in the country that has the quality of students that you see in this room tonight. We now have 22 advisory boards. We have 700 companies represented on those advisory boards because everybody wants access to our graduates. It is their academic ability, their raw intelligence, they're coming from all over the country, but it's also their character and it's their enthusiasm. There is no student body in the country that has the enthusiasm of our students, and it starts with the best cheerleaders, the best dancers, and the best band in America. Now I'm going to add a fourth reason this is going to happen. We are now joining what is going to become soon the premier basketball conference in the West. I want those of you that know college basketball, there's historic programs in this conference that are now building momentum. Everybody remembers UNLV during the TARC years. That's coming back. People, if you don't know what's going on in New Mexico, that's been at the very top in the past. They're coming back, 15,000 people strong every single game. The guy from Indiana, I can't think of his name, that's at Nevada right now, Steve Alford, is building a powerhouse program in Nevada. And now with us coming in, we're going to have 4 of the premier programs, premier arenas, premier fan bases in the country. And that's just to start. This is really exciting. We're going to own the West in the Mountain West Conference for basketball from a television standpoint. And the person that's making that happen is the most exciting and dynamic commissioner in college athletics. She is here tonight. She is wearing purple. Please welcome Gloria Navarez.
Honestly, I can't promise exciting and dynamic after that. That was amazing. I can't tell you how excited we are on behalf of the presidents, the coaches, and let me double down on that, the coaches and student athletes of the Mountain West to welcome GCU into the league. It's going to be great. This isn't my first time on campus, but it's definitely my first time back in the building and to see a basketball game. And even just what I experienced of the women's game was incredible. And we can't wait to have Lope Nation in Las Vegas for our tournament. It's going to be amazing. To say the least, this is a transformational time, of a lot of change in college athletics. But the one thing in the Mountain West we pride ourselves on is what we do hasn't changed. We serve stellar student athletes like yourselves. We find and develop talent both at the administration, the coaching, and more importantly, at the student athlete level. And what you have built here at Grand Canyon is exactly aligned with our mission and value, finding young talent, developing them into the leaders that are going to impact your communities. And I can't wait. I think everyone in our room, our boardroom, our AD room, couldn't say enough how much Grand Canyon fits with the Mountain West. So last March, the Mountain West hosted the 2023 Regional in Denver. Anyone remember that game? We were so impressed with your fan base and Lopes Nation. I mean, that has been in my head ever since. So when we had this opportunity to talk to your leadership, I just can't wait. President Mueller said it, but the rivalries among the fan bases is going to be epic. It will be epic. You know, the city of Phoenix, the state of Arizona, what you bring to the league, you fit, you're within driving distance, the economic prosperity, what you have built here at Grand Canyon aligns with what all of our campuses are trying to do and be competitive in college sports and vie for national titles. And so we hope that we can help GCU on that mission. So again, I want to thank Mr. Colangelo, President Mueller, Director Boggs. It happened quickly, but it happened the right way at the right time. And we couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you into the league at this transformational time and have you be a part of writing the next chapter in our Mountain West history. Thank you.
Two more reasons why this is going to happen. A guy who has more names on his phone in the world of athletics around the world, but specifically the world of basketball around the world. He is obviously fast owner of the Phoenix Suns, the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's chairman of the board of, he was chairman of the USA Basketball. He's chairman of the Basketball Hall of Fame. And I have been with him so many times where he has said, I need to call. And the names on that phone are the who's who in basketball around the world. And when he joined us a number of years ago, I couldn't believe that he was willing to do that, but we could have never done this and would not be here without him, and I would like him to say a few words. Please welcome Jerry Colangelo.
When I first met Brian, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, he's a very meek, quiet guy. I don't know what happened to him over the years, but I'm trying to work with him and try to give him some enthusiasm that would help. This is a big day for the university. A lot of hard work, a lot of people were involved in this whole mission, and everyone is very, very excited. And it starts with leadership. We have great leadership here. We have people who are part of a team-building process that is unparalleled in my experiences in the game, in the sport. And Gloria, our commissioner, we had to work on her over the last 4 or 5 years, but it all paid off. We kept telling her we were ready, and we would lead if given the opportunity, and you made that happen. And now it's up to us. So again, congratulations to everyone in this room. Everyone is a part of it. It's all about team building. It's all about the team. And it's GCU all the way. Thank you very much.
One more person, this would have never happened. Probably the hardest working vice president of athletics in the country today, the most creative, the smartest, the person who has spent 6 years at Duke, which many people would say they're the premier basketball program in the country, but she knows what they had there, and she knows what we have here. And she knows where this thing can possibly go, but this thing would have never gotten done without her. So please welcome Dr. Jamie Boggs.
The theme for tonight is clearly excitement, and I will say on behalf of our athletics program, we are beyond excited to be joining the Mountain West Conference. I know President Mueller gave me a lot of credit, but let's think about this as an athletics program. I can turn to Mr. Jerry Colangelo, a Phoenix sports icon, when I need some consulting. We are led by President Brian Mueller, who is the greatest mind in higher education. And now we get to partner alongside Commissioner Gloria Navarez, who is a strategic and visionary leader, and she will undoubtedly take the Mountain West to new heights. So we are so very excited. As a university under President Mueller's leadership, we have been extremely successful, and because of that, athletics has been successful. We've won 70 conference championships. We've been in multiple NCAA tournaments, and we are very bullish about continuing to grow our success in this changing landscape. So with our goals, there was no question that we would be joining the Mountain West Conference. The conference is a national conference with national brands. We are so excited to play UNLV, to play Nevada, to play the prestigious Air Force Academy, and to be a part of elite game day environments, not as elite as ours, but they are good environments. Yeah. They truly have a passionate fan base, and we're excited to be a part of that. From a competitive standpoint, we are joining a conference that raises the level of competition. So what does that mean for us? It means we have more access to at-large opportunities, that we can now potentially have higher seeding, and this brings us closer to our goal of winning national championships. And I do want to point out one thing. We are one of just 3 schools that are joining FBS conferences, and this is important in this changing environment. We are staying in front of this changing environment. We now have exposure to new audiences that we have not had before. The visibility from just joining the league so far has increased, and I foresee that growing even more. And we have access to financial opportunities that are primarily available really in FBS conferences. So this move has been great for us. It's going to position us to where we want to be, which is competitive at the national level. We are beyond excited. I want to thank President Mueller and the entire GCU campus. Again, Lopes Club, everyone here. It takes an entire university to win championships, and you guys have positioned us to be attractive to many conferences. Commissioner Navarez and her Mountain West members, I want to thank them because of their vision and leadership. They recognized and see the value that GCU brings to the Mountain West, and so we thank them for welcoming us with open arms. It's a great, great time to be at Lopes. Lopes up.
All right, I want to thank the student body. I want to thank all of the Lopes Club members. So many of you have been with us from the beginning when we were in the South Gym, and things are not the way they are today. But many of you have stayed with us through that entire process, and we are really, really grateful for that. Thank you very much. You are a big part of the success. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we got a big job, right? We got a game tonight, and Tyon can't play the first 2 games, and Duke Brennan is out for the first 2 games. And so what we've got to do now is get everybody in the Lopes Club in here to get some food and to get some energy in their system, because we got to get behind this team and get a win tonight. All right. Dinner is served.